Hi. Is it Tuesday or is it Wednesday? Guess what? Guess what? It is Wednesday night. I can't believe it. I'm here on a Wednesday. Are you confused? Well, that's fine because I'm confused too. So, the song of the evening, I had to do a Rod Stewart song just because I like him and I'm going to talk about him. Why do I sound like. All right, listen. I am going to be talking about Rod Stewart. So I said, let's do a Rod Stewart song. And it kind of sounds like a polka, but it's the karaoke version. So it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? So everybody up. I want you to rise. I'm going to be the new Richard Simmons. I've actually given myself that title. Not really, because Richard Simmons is Richard Simmons. I'm not Richard Simmons, but I would like to help bring back all of the Richard Simmons people. So everybody up out of your chair. Fix your hair. Go over there and let's sing a song by Rod Stewart right now. Can you hear that? That's loud. That's good. That's good. Ready? If you don't know the words, just make them up, because I usually do. Al doesn't even sing. I just sing to him. Ready? Does this feel like a cowboy part? Oh, yeehaw! Yee-haw! That's right. Here we go. Who's that knocking on my door? Gotta be 3:45. Is it you again? Coming around for more. Are you? I don't know, but I am. You can love me tonight if you want. But in the morning, make sure you're gone. I'm talking to you. Hot legs, you're wearing me out. Hot legs, you can scream and shout. Hot legs, are you still in school? That's weird. I love you, honey. Yeah, got a most persuasive tongue. That is weird. You promise all kinds of fun. But what you don't understand, I'm a working man. Gonna need a shot of vitamin E. So funny. By the time you're finished with me, I'm talking to you. Hot legs, you're an alley cat. Hot legs, you scratch my back. Hot legs, bring your mother too. That's so effing weird. I love you, honey. Like, you don't realize how crazy these songs are. You know what I mean? Like, you go back, what is this, from 1978 or something? Bring your mother too. Ew. No. Never. That would never, ever happen. So, hi. Let me just turn the light on. Yeah. I gotta turn off my disco. Don't electrocute me. Ah! Okay, good. Ooh, it's spooky. Girl. Hi. Let me turn my light. Do you hear me breathing heavy? I am breathing heavy, honey. It's humid. It's humid here in Rhode Island. It's a workout, man. Let me just tell you something. It's a work. It's your worky outie. I tried to sound like Rod Stewart, but I don't think I did. And it's okay. It's okay. So let's just say hi to everybody. So hi, Nancy. Someone's saying congratulations to Kathy. I don't know why. Hi, Patty. Hello, Abs. Hello, Patty. Hello, Kurt. Hi, CJ. Hi, Candy. I love you, honey. Scott, what is going on? Thank you, Scott. Thank you. You know, I try to get better, even though some weeks are real bad. Like, just real bad. Who am I missing? Jan is here. Hi, Jan. Do you like my so, okay, the pumpkin. Can you see him? So, Al go Al did such a great job in here in the studio. He cleaned it all out and he goes, "Do you mind if I put the light up pumpkin?" I'm like, "No, please do, because Halloween's like a minute away. So thank you for doing that, Al." Get exhausted. That's wrong. Well, it is the middle of the week. Now, why is my straw not going down? Why? Can you just tell me? So Kathy said I won third place at the fair from my beer jelly, and it made my seventh time win. Thank you. Why am I saying thank you? Congratulations to you, Kathy Waddle. Everybody, give it up for Kathy Waddle and her beer jelly. That is crazy. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Jan. Yeah, I love it too. So I got that. That is, it's funny how we remember things. We remember where we get certain things. This is the yard sale that I went with my friend Susan, and I can't look. It looks like he's drinking out of my cup. And I will never forget this as long as I live. So we pull up to this yard sale. It's like 6:30 in the morning. It was a surprise yard sale. Didn't know it was there. We were driving by. We saw the sign. Oh, let's go. And we pull up. She's screaming. I've told you guys this story a bunch of times, but when I tell, and I'm like, can you just keep it down? Like she screamed. I've never heard her do this before. Like ever. That was such a new experience. And I'm like, okay, they're going to charge us triple now for everything. And I get so much stuff. Like I filled my car at that yard sale. So that was a great epic yard sale. He came from there. He's from Cracker Barrel. Now, granted, I broke, when I was showing you guys, I don't know, a couple of months ago, I broke his other wing off. Al did not fix it, but I will do that because, why would Al know what to do with a glue gun? You know what I mean? So I will fix it. And he is adorable. So what else is going on? Let me just tell you. So I had a great weekend with the ladies. We had such a fun time. We went to, what did I do Saturday? Okay, you ready? I got my gown. Hair just falling out of my head. I got my gown. I know. And it was such a fun experience. Like last time I went with Michelle, that was fantastic. But I said, you know what? I kind of knew the one I wanted. Kind of. I really, really wanted a certain color. I'm not going to say anything about it, just in case anyone's listening. Well, I know you guys are, but I'm saying like my direct family. I just don't want to tell anybody. I just want them to be surprised because it's cool. But I wanted a specific color. It was not happening. I was not able to get that specific color that I wanted. So this one was like back up in my head and online, of course. So I saw the gown and I'm like, you know what? I really hope they have that one at the store because I really want to try that one on. They had it. They had one size. It did fit me. All the ladies in the dressing room were like, "Oh, you have to get that one." Like that was the first gown I tried on. And I did try on a few more and I came out and they're like, "Oh, I like that one too." But all of them, they were just like waiting. They were so nice. "No, you got to get that one. Honey, you have to get that one." I'm like, I guess it's that one. But you know what? I really wanted one size up. Like, so I got an 8. I really wanted a size 10 just in case I eat a few extra cookies before we get to the day. So I'm not going to be able to eat anything really extra, maybe just gum. I will have to chew gum between now and then because I can't afford to gain an ounce. I'm just telling you, like it cannot happen. So I'm very happy. And I think it's just insane how it was the very first dress I tried on. I'm still shook about it. I really am. I'm going, how does that even happen? I was determined. I wrote it down. Now, you hear about manifestation, all of that. I got to write some other things down. Hope they come true. But I said, I'm getting my gown tomorrow. And I might even have it in my notebook. I'm getting my gown tomorrow. I got that gown, the first one. And I'm still blown away. I know I'm saying it a lot. I'm repeating myself. I don't care. I'm blown away that it was the very first one because I went in there knowing I had to get it. And maybe if I write down I'm a millionaires, it'll happen. So I want you guys to try some manifestation, writing things down of what you want. And just tell me if it works, please, because this one worked for me. So Kurt said Al needs a gold lame suit for the wedding. I don't think he'll wear it, Kurt. I'm really guessing that's a no-go. And he has to go get fitted for his tux. Like, it's just, it's so fun, but there's just so much to do. Jenny, you have to have a McRib there out now. I've never had one. Never had one. People rave about these McRibs. Like rave. There are cults. There's a cult following about McRibs. So maybe I'll try it. It doesn't have the bone in it, does it? You chew in the sandwich. Oh, I just broke 3 of my teeth. I hope they take the rib out. It's just a Mick. Is it McRibless? What is it? And Candy said, I don't like the McRib, I guess, on the first. And Kathy said, thank you, Candy. And Kathy Waddle wants to win the Powerball. I don't even play the lottery. Everybody says that. But you got to play to win. And I don't do. Why is my straw stuck? Like, I'm trying. Like, it's not going down. I don't understand it. I need new makeup. I need a new type of foundation. What I need is a makeup expert to help me, because my face looks fine before I put the makeup on, and then I put the makeup on because you have to do it. It's something you have to, like, I have to do it to even all this crap out. And then it's like, where did I go wrong? So I don't know. I think I need new makeup. Like, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even some guys use foundation. I know that's true. But you use a certain makeup for a certain amount of time, and then it just isn't you anymore. Like, literally for years, I used Elizabeth Arden Flawless Liquid Foundation. I can't use it anymore. I can't. And then I switched to It Cosmetics. And I think, like, it's just not working for me anymore. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm so not a makeup person. I just put it on. And then I just go along my way. I'm confused. I don't know. So yeah, so I did that on Saturday. What else did we even do Saturday? I don't even remember. It's like a blur. But Sunday, it was so fun. It ended up raining, but it's okay because we still had a wonderful afternoon. We went to Mystic, Connecticut. We went to Clyde Cider Mill. And guys, I'm not a cider drinker. I will tell you that. I get my cup of cider there once a year. Well, this is our 3rd year going. And I brought home Al a gallon of cider. Stuff's delicious. It is. I had a hot cider there. It was so good. But the cold cider, oh my God, it's delicious. Absolutely stunningly delicious. So if you're in the Connecticut area and you can get over to Old Mystic, this video is not sponsored. I have to say that. Please go and get some apple cider if you can drink it or if you like it. I think they make it right there. It's so good. You see all the apples in the truck, and it was delicious. Michelle and I both got the apple turnover. It was very doughy. It was good, but not enough apples. Like, I want it juicy and plump so I can, and then like the apples are falling out, like dripping down the side of my mouth. That's what I want. It wasn't like that. Remember the Hostess pies? The Hostess apple pies. I liked the little pies, and they still have them, and they're still 99 cents, I think. They used to be 2 for $1 when I was a kid. And I just felt so special when my mom let me get one of those little pies in the tin, because it was like I had my own little tiny personal pie, and it was all mine. Nobody could touch it because it was mine. It was too small to share it, but it was big enough to make me go, oh my gosh, that's my pie. And Scott said McDonald's apple pies were the best. I did used to get those a long time ago, and they were very good. And okay, all right. So yes, Patty Taylor went to go and see Richard Marx. She said that he was fantastic on Saturday. He said we could request songs, and she shouted out a request, and he sang that song, and he even asked her name, and she said she died, but clearly she's still here. So thank you. I'm glad you're still here, Patty, and you didn't really die. That's a good thing. Well, I'm glad you had fun, because Richard Marx, That Al and I's wedding song. Wait. Wait. All right, I'm singing in my head. After all, wait a minute. Promises we made. Wait, hold on. What happened now? In the memory of your face. Hold on to the night. See, it takes me a while to get there. Hold on to the memories. I'm there now. Wishing I could give you something more. That would be yours. Yeah. Yeah, that was our wedding song. Isn't that funny? Great song, but I'm sorry I ruined the beginning of it. And Kathy said she saw a crane by the Trinity. Saw a crane by the Trinity River. I thought that was a group because you're always going to see shows. So I'm like, who's Crane? I don't even know who that is. And Resurrection, a Journey tribute. Kathy, do you see what I'm saying? She did see a band on Saturday, and she met the singer and the guitar player. That's awesome. This is so fun. Like you guys crack me up. I love it. I love that you're having fun. You know, we had fun Sunday. I'll get back to that. So we did go to Mystic. We went to Clyde's. The place was packed. We got there at like 10, and it was jam packed with people. We were still able to just get into the bakery area where you get your cider and donuts and stuff like that. But dang, there were a lot of people there. There were a lot of people. And last year when we went at that time, and the weather was not iffy. When we went last year, it was pretty nice. There was barely anyone there early. But for some reason on Sunday, it was just unbelievably crazy. And then we went to, all right. So, and I'm not going to say, where we went. I'm not throwing shade because this woman was very, very sweet, very, very nice. Okay. We were going to do like a reading type of thing. Like, I thought it was perhaps going to be a palm reading, but then I don't know. Like Michelle was handling all of that, and all of the text messages that I got, I got lost, I'll be honest. So I guess it was a tarot card thing. So we were, getting ready to do that. We go to the place, and we couldn't do it all together, had to be separate. So Michelle was the guinea pig. She went first, and Stacy and I sat like outside of where Michelle was, but we could still hear everything that was going on. Like everything we heard. So, all right, let me back up a little bit. Now we went to and that's why I don't want to even say it, because everybody calls themselves something different. So the person that we had gone to see last year, she was incredible. She said names of my family members. My dad, she said his name. Now you can't just do that. Okay. She didn't even know, because we went in a small group. She didn't know who I was. She said my dad's name. She gave me a specific place where we used to go when I was a kid, like the name of the park. I think did she say my brother's name? I don't know. I have the note somewhere, but she was so specific with Michelle, and specific with my other family member, Margaret. So that when you get something like that, if you guys are into readings and spirituality things and that nature, when you have your first reading be like that and that specific, the only thing I can say is you get spoiled. You get spoiled. Clearly, I was spoiled because when we're hearing Michelle get her cards read, and again, the woman is so sweet and so kind and so nice. I'm not throwing shade. However, it was so generalized that anybody could do it. And I don't want to be mean, and I'm not trying to be. But There was nothing specific at all being said. And that's what I'm saying, like, when you get spoiled, when you have somebody really, really intuitive, I guess that's what it's called, who can pull names out of your body. Like, how does that happen? Seriously, I don't know how. And when I'm telling you, like, what she told the other 2 ladies as well. All right, I'll tell you one other thing. Margaret, she knew Margaret. Now Margaret's husband passed away a couple of years ago. She had his license in her back pocket, and I think she had moved it to the front pocket. The person we had gone to told her that was in her pocket. I'm not kidding you. If I wasn't sitting there, I don't think I would believe it. And gave her the specific song that he used to talk about all the time. How would you know? To me, that is such intuitive talent that really you got to be super special to have that. But when you find someone that can give that to you, it's pretty incredible. I think it's just mind blowing. Anyway, so on Sunday we did attempt it. Michelle, like I said, was the guinea pig. We were listening to her, whatever it was. And Stacey and I opted to not do it because there wasn't any information there. And I guess that's fine. Everybody's different. Maybe you just want positive things being said to you. I don't know. But I want somebody to dive deep and tell me something, if that makes any sense. So we attempted to do that. And then we went to a really nice lunch in Mystic in the pouring rain. We parked the car and then we ran. Michelle gave me an umbrella and she had her hood on. And we went to the thrift shop. Girl, did pretty good there. I will tell you that. We could have spent all day there, and we had gone there last year too. And that was fun. That was really fun. And then we went to lunch. Nice lunch. And then we went to Starbucks, got a coffee, and drove home. And it was a wonderful day. It was a great, great day. And then, I don't even remember. Was it 2 days ago? I think so. I go in the living room. I'm like, what are you doing? I'll put the Christmas tree up. I don't want to hear it. Don't yell at me. Do not yell at me. I didn't do it, but I accepted it. And I was kind of happy about it. I'm not going to lie. I said, you know what? You do it. And I'm happy for you. If you're happy, I'm happy. So I'm happy about it. It's not November yet. It is what it is. And it looks good. There's not a single decoration on it. And then he's bringing out these things, like in putting stuff on the counter. I'm like, can you stop? Like, get the Santa Claus snow globe off my counter. Thank you. I just don't want it. And I got to tell you, I'm going on this minimalistic kick. Not really, because I have a lot of crap that I sell and all of that. So we've got that whole thing going on. But in terms of having things in my kitchen, I don't want anything in there. I just don't. I want everything gone. I've got this nice pottery set on my counter. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want anyone anymore to look at. I just want it out. Do you guys get like that? I just feel like I want to get rid of everything and start from scratch. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Thank you, DG. Hi, DG. Thank you. And hi, Karen Riley. Hey, Mark. What is going on? Mark, do you have your tree up? Probably not. Hey, Kathy Bailey. It's Kathy Bailey, our favorite realtor here from the state of Texas. And if you need to buy or sell a house, give her a call. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, I want to buy my house. Well, you can't buy your house. You're already living in it. Oh, yeah, that's right. So do that. Right. So I get what Al's doing. He just wants to be all chipper and peppy and happy. And I'm with him. You know what? I have to say, I just dove into the Al happy pool. I did it. And speaking of Al, right? He's not talking right now again. I can't. It's not for me to say. It's just not. He just wants to be quiet, I guess. So he's been working on our website, www.kiki.fm. Please go and visit it and tell us what you think. On there is the rock shop. You can go and buy a mug or a pair of socks or maybe an iPhone case that says Kiki.fm on it. Do that. And it also will tell you how to help keep us alive and kicking. Those are his words. Help keep us alive and kicking. So we can keep everything running here because it takes a village. And it also will tell you how you can be a part of Kiki Nation. So he's been working feverishly on this website. Again, go and check it out, www.kiki.fm. Why do I have to look at the paper to even say that? I mean, hello, it's ingrained in my mind and body and soul. I know he's quiet, Scott. Oh, hi, Scott. Hi, Scott, did I say hi to you? Hi. I know he's just not talking. I don't know what to do about it. I told him to talk and he won't. I think he's mad at me from last week. Oh, you know what? Before we go on tonight, though, he's not mad at me. He loves me tremendously, and I love him too. I do. Wait a minute. Let me do I'm doing a little heart for Al. It's a heart for Al. Sending this to you, Al, because I know you're watching creepily right now. It's for you. So before we move on to our news, we have to send out our condolences to Kiki Nation member Steve Zingo. He lost his mom, sadly, a couple of days ago. So just want to send out our love to him and his family. He was very, 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 very close to his mom. So if you are connected with Steve and you didn't know, even if you do know, if you guys can reach out to him and just, send him your love, that would be great. So our love and condolences going out to Steve Zingo and his family. Yes. Okay. So now it is time. I didn't feel like it because Al does such a great job. Now I'm getting depressed because he's not here to do it. Oh, you know what he did tonight, right? I'll tell you. So I'm in the process of creating like a new second studio type of thing. So I don't care. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying stuff brand new. I don't care. Because you know why? Used furniture is like pets that are in a shelter. I know it's ridiculous. The stuff just gets thrown in the garbage if nobody wants it. So you know what? I went on Facebook Marketplace and I said, let me look for a desk. I'm going to do one little piece at a time. So I found this desk and Al and our nice neighbor Tom went to go and pick it up today. And it looks really good. It's a Pottery Barn desk, guys. $50. Like, and there is nothing wrong with it. Nothing is wrong with it. And I looked on the website and somebody paid $600 for this desk. Like, how could you not repurpose stuff? And so I talked about animals in the shelter. I don't want to feel like bad or anything, but adopt your pets. Go and adopt a pet. All of our pets, well, except for Daisy, they've all been adopted because for whatever reason or another, they end up in the shelter. Adopt a pet and get your furniture on Facebook Marketplace. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. It's insane the deals you get. Now I'm going to, in a few weeks, I'll get, because I know what chair I want, basically. And I'm going to get it on Facebook Marketplace. I'm not going to spend $200 on something I can get for 30 or 40 for the exact same thing, maybe even better quality. Like, I just cannot shop any other way. I can't. To me, it's ridiculous. You don't need to. You don't need to spend a lot of money for clothes or furniture or anything. And there's this guy, if you guys watch YouTube a lot, you may know who I'm talking about, Ryan Pineda. So he used to be like a small time, they call it minor leagues, I guess. I'm so dumb when it comes to sports. I'm not even kidding. Like, just dumb as a rock. I can't even tell you. But minor league baseball he used to play, and he made no money. So he had gotten married, and him and his wife, were figuring out, well, I got to make some more money while I play baseball. This is what I love to do. I love playing baseball, but I make no money. So he started flipping couches. Okay, going on Facebook Marketplace. Well, it was Craigslist at the time. Like he said, there was no Facebook Marketplace. So at that time, it was Craigslist only. He would buy a couch for $50, sell it for $300. And he just did that over and over again. He made a lot, like hundreds of thousands of dollars doing that, just that furniture. I know. And now he runs multiple businesses. Huge guy on YouTube. Go check him out. Ryan Pineda. He doesn't need me to tell you to check him out. Like, but it's great. But you should literally go and watch his couch flipping videos from back in the day. And he said, of course, those are still his most popular videos. And I remember watching him a couple of years ago when he was just doing that. I mean, the guy's just exploded. He's like 12 years old. No, he's not. He's probably 30 and just a multi-gazillionaire. So again, just taking stuff from someone they don't want anymore. They're going to probably just throw it out. Like, Mr. Trashman, take my $600 desk for free and throw it out and smash it up and put it in the landfill. No, I'll buy that said desk for $50 and use it myself. So always check those things out. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on that stuff. It's insane, really. The stuff that is out there for cheap money, beautiful stuff. I can't. And then the office chair that came with it, I'm not going to use that, but I might use it somewhere else in my house. I don't know. But it's a Pottery Barn desk chair. Like, and it came, hello, like I could just flip that for $50. And I might. I just might. Things in perfect condition. Gosh, I can't. I just love it. Oh, I wouldn't get a used mattress. Sorry about that. Nope. That I draw the line. You draw the line on certain things. And Candy said, yep, it's good to shop around. She does all the time. And if she can get it and pay $25 and not $100 and something that's better quality. This is what I'm saying. More times than not, you're going to get something that's better quality than buying something brand new, just going to the store and buying it. I'm telling you. So now let me get into our classic rock news. And I don't even want to pretend to be Al because you know what? I can't. Only he can be Al. We'll just keep him in our mind and our heart and our soul. Al. And now it's time for your classic rock raw. Raw. And now I'm going into a sad story, so I can't really do that. Okay. Now it's time for your classic rock raw. But this is really, this is super sad and heartbreaking. Carly Simon, who was a musical staple in the 70s and the 80s, recently lost both of her sisters to cancer one day apart. Total tragedy. And I can't even imagine the grieving process for such a loss as big as that. Lucy Simon, who was a Tony Award-winning composer, passed away last Thursday. Lucy was 82, and Carly's other sister, Joanna, passed away on Wednesday. She was 85. Just so sad. And death is horrible. We know it is inevitable, but to lose both of your family members so close together, very, very hard. Very, very, very hard. Carly and her sisters also had a brother, Peter. He passed away in 2018 at the age of 71. He was a photographer on Martha's Vineyard. Now, Carly moved to Tisbury, Mass. while she was married to James Taylor. And after the divorce, Carly still lives in the 5,000 square foot home, which sits on 27 acres. And if you ever take a trip to Martha's Vineyard, it is stunningly beautiful. We haven't been there in years. We really tried to go this year. We just didn't get there. But what a beautiful place in Nantucket as well. But if you can get there, I say it's one thing you need to do, really, if you're ever on the East Coast. It's just beautiful. And you can totally understand why Carly never left there. If you've ever been there or you've seen video or pictures of Martha's Vineyard, it just makes total sense why she's lived there for this long. Now, Carly performed with her sister Lucy starting in 1963. They were known as the Simon Sisters, and they released 3 albums with one of the singles, Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod, getting to number 73 on the Billboard charts. And after Lucy left, Carly went solo and got her very first Grammy in 1971 for Best New Artist. Lucy won her own Grammy in 1981 with her husband David Levine for the Sesame Street record In Harmony. They won for Best Recording for Children, then won the same Grammy again in 1983 for In Harmony 2. Joanna, who was known as smoky-voiced mezzo-soprano, was an avid opera singer and performer and worked with the Vienna and New York Philharmonics and the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. Now, she performed on the last episode ever of The Ed Sullivan Show, was on What's My Line in 1968, and made the TV rounds on Merv Griffin, Mike Douglas, and Dick Cavett. All. I watched them all. Every single one of them. Dinah Shore, my gosh. Clearly, this family has talent within their hearts and souls, but when you remember who their dad was, it's kind of crazy. He passed away in 1960. He was the co-founder of the book company Simon and Schuster, which was huge. Huge conglomerate, and it's still huge. But what a story. Now, Richard Simon's father, Leo, got his massive wealth, massive, from manufacturing feathers and silk. So the Simon fortune was built even before Carly's dad was around. That's what happened back in the day. There were no taxes back then either, as I recall. I don't recall. I wasn't there. I used to go to the mansions a lot, get the tours. They said these people never paid tax. Not these people. People back in the day, like the coal people, all the Vanderbilts and stuff like that, they didn't have tax. So it was just pure profit. Richard Simon, the dad of Carly and her sisters, started publishing crossword puzzle books in 1924 with Max Schuster, Simon and Schuster. There you go. And they started their business with $8,000, which was a ton of money back then. Think about that. $8,000 in 1924. Gosh, I can't even, what is that equivalent to today? I don't know. But in November of 2020, Simon and Schuster was sold to Penguin Random House for $2.18 billion. But hold on. Carly and her sisters did not have the financial windfall you would think. Because, like, I'm literally sitting there going, wow, Carly's loaded. Like, her and her sisters and her brother did all right. But here's the big but here. Their dad sold his piece of the company in 1944 for $1 million. Like, can you even, $1 million? It just sold for $2.18 billion. And Carly allegedly only received about $50,000 from his entire estate. Yeah. And it seems kind of crazy since they still use the Simon name even though he sold it. Now, interesting family history in the Simon family, which I was shocked, to be quite honest. Really, really shocked. I'm like, Simon and Schuster, oh my gosh, as I'm going on, I'm like, holy moly. Who the heck knew that? One more fun fact, though. Joanna was with Walter Cronkite. Remember him? Before he passed in 2019, and just sending out lots of love to Carly and her family. Yeah, really, really sad. I read that and I'm like, wow. Heartbreaking. Hey, Peter Michaels, welcome back. We're actually just talking about you. Al and I were like, we hope Peter Michaels is okay because we like you, Peter Michaels, and we've missed you. So welcome back. Ario Gino, what's going on? Oh, you were in New York on a work trip. Well, that's fun, though. That's kind of fun. And Candy said, it's okay, Peter Michaels. You don't have to tell me, but I'm glad to see you here. Well, he wanted to. You know why? Because he likes you, and we all like him. We all like Peter Michaels. And Scott said $8,000. That's like 8 front row tickets to Journey. Can you even... I had no idea about the Simon and Schuster story. No clue. I literally didn't. I tell you guys all the time, I don't know everything about everything, and I will never claim to. And that's why I love doing this stuff, because you just find out so much. And you don't want to say it's cool because it's kind of like, whoa, he kind of got screwed, right? I mean, $1,000,000. But again, you're thinking it's 1944. I didn't dig too deep into it, but I wonder why he sold it. You know, maybe he just was tired of it. But they kept the Simon name. And that was another thing. I'm like, well, why did they keep the Simon name? So, yeah, there's so many questions, but I just don't have time for that. I just don't. But I still think it's cool. You guys are so funny. Yeah. So, definitely a very, very sad story. Yeah. Did you guys hear about that at all? Carly Simon. What's that song? Coming Around Again. Was it in Working Girl? Let the river run. That was in Working Girl. And Melanie Griffith is standing on the ferry. She's all like gussied up because she's all like all that now. You know what I'm saying? And I love that movie, Working Girl. I gotta shut this off. Wait a minute. It's Al. Oh, he's funny. He goes, you know what Al just said? Peter Michaels is here. I'm not even kidding. Is that not? That is so funny. I got to turn this thing down. Hold on. I thought I did, but apparently, let the river run. You guys have to watch that movie. I watched it maybe about 6 months ago. You know, dude, that was a good movie. That was a really good movie. I love Melanie Griffith. And I told Michelle and Stacy, I cannot get through The Crown. I can't do it. It is just, I feel like it's a mission of mine to watch it, but I can't. I'm so bored. It's so painful to watch it. I just, look at me. I'm a mess. But I'm so invested. And here's the other problem. And I'm sorry for you Crown lovers out there. I really am. I'm sorry. I'm still in 1965 now. I fall asleep every time I turn it on. I can't help it. Every time I try to watch it, I'm going in hard. I'm like, I'm gonna watch another season, whatever the hell you call it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna watch it. A, I fall asleep. B, I'm waking up and it's still like black and white and gray. If any of you have watched The Crown, does it not look gray to you? The whole thing looks gray. When they changed the actress of the Queen, it looks gray. I don't like it. It's not even black and white. It's I can't. I'm trying so hard. And Michelle goes, stop watching it. Because every time I see her, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. I'm trying. She goes, just don't do it. Why is this a project for me? I don't know. And then there were a couple of things on Netflix Saturday night. I tried watching. I'm like, nothing's good. You know what? I end up going back to like The Breakfast Club, all that stuff. St. Elmo's Fire. Oh, I haven't watched that. I got to watch that. That was a good one. I like that one. I go back to all the older movies. It's terrible. I can't. I do try though. I do. What did we watch when my daughter was here in June? Mark Wahlberg, and I forget the other guy, the comedian. Yes, ma'am, me thing, two-word movie. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Mark Wahlberg is he's like rich and then he loses. I don't know. Help me. Saturday Night Fever. I love it. Obviously, Kiki, you're not into whatever it is you're falling asleep to. I know, but I can't. Why is The Crown so important for me to finish? I don't know. It's like a thing. It's like a demon has gotten inside of me. I'm not kidding you. And it's forcing me to watch The Crown. It's a sick thing. Truly, I've never had this happen to me before in my life. Ever. The only other thing I like that I'm like that, so Ozark, but I enjoyed that. I liked it. And that's done now, which I'm sad about. And You on Netflix too. Oh my, that's coming back. I think in February. I could be wrong. That's an Ozark and You. I That's a sickness as well. But I enjoyed them. Like I watched them. I was enthralled in them. The Crown, I just can't. Oh my gosh. I I don't know why it's like a chore for me to do it. I don't know. Maids, I don't know. I loved Ozark. I'm so sad it's over, Ario Gina. I'm so sad. Like it makes me cry inside. Father Stew, I did not see that. Okay, but help me here with that other movie, the Narco series on Netflix. I didn't even see that. Maids, what's that? I don't know what that is. It wasn't Father Stew. Oh gosh, it's Mark Wahlberg and a comedian. Me Too, Yes Man, I don't know, something like that. It was the stupidest movie on the planet. I couldn't do it. And I love Mark Wahlberg. Like he's got to be in action though. He's got to be like a cop or a criminal. Like I love him, but him doing Ted, I did not like Ted. So was one Christmas Eve, I think, and our children forced us to watch Ted. No, Christmas Day. Like, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. No, I cannot look at a teddy bear swearing. I'm sorry. No. As my arm flaps in the wind, I don't like it. I did not like Ted, so forget about Ted 2. That didn't happen. Then, oh my gosh. All right. Who remembers? This was terrible. Who remembers the movie Sausage Party? Does anybody please tell me? Please help me here. Let me tell you, Me Time, terrible. I just didn't like it. That's what it was called with Kevin Hart. Oh my gosh, painful as any. And again, so another thing, I'm sitting there with my daughter Kat. I'm like, please, Jesus, can you go? Oh, Kat, are you tired? Are you falling asleep? Nope, I'm fine. I'm like, because I didn't want to leave. You know what I mean? I don't see her that often, so I just wanted to be close to her and feel her body, like because she's my daughter. I gave birth to her. Not feel her body like weird, but just like she's my kid. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to be like, oh, you going to the bathroom? Can I come? Like, no. So then finally she goes, all right, I'm going to go to bed. And I said, oh, thank God. That was an awful, terrible, terrible. So Sausage Party. Does anybody remember that? Let's see. Candy said, I don't want to watch Ted. That's weird. Don't bother. So, Bill said I made it about 20 minutes into Sausage Party and had enough. I lasted 10. Not that I'm one-upping you, Bill. I promise you. I could not. I'm like, you joking me right now? These are dirty hot dogs. Like they're vulgar hot dogs. The worst thing on the planet. And do you remember everybody was talking about Sausage Party? Horrible. Demented. Terrible. That's all I remember. And Bill said, and I like some of Seth's movies, but this one was just terrible. I could not do it. To me, I think nowadays it's super hard to get a good movie in front of me. Maybe it's just me. I think you guys might feel the same way, but it's hard. Like it's hard to keep me entertained now. What was a good one that I've watched over and over again? Oh my gosh, the one they're in Boston. It's the guy, Ben Affleck. He's married to, I'm sorry for pointing. He's married to J-Lo now. And oh God, do you know what I'm talking about? Help me here. I just watched it a few weeks ago. I can't remember the name of it, and I've seen it like 5 times. That's like a go-to for me. And they rob banks and stuff. Help me. Help me. I know I have not seen Step Brothers. Hi, Roberta. Hi, Alex. Force of Nature, no. Ben Affleck, Boston Scott. You know what I'm talking about because they try to rob Fenway Park at the end. Help me here. Help me, help me, help me, help you. And then he gets his girlfriend pregnant. Hi, Gina. The Town. Girl, Girl, girls and boys, help me here. The Town. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Love you. That movie, it's a go-to movie of mine because it's just good every time. Even though I've seen it a lot, great. And was it The Irishman? Irishman. Irishman? Irish Spring. Irishman. Irishman with Robert De Niro. And then what's the other one? Oh. Whitey Bulger. Was it Johnny Depp that played him? Help me. We're doing good, Gina. Hope you're doing good. Hi. Who do you Scott, help me. Or somebody help. Please, someone help me. Who played Whitey Bulger? Was it Johnny Depp? And that was what, 5, 6 years ago or something? Good movie. Bill says one of our friends has a horse ranch in Florida and mated one of theirs with Kevin Costner's. What? He then used one of their horses for Yellowstone. No joke. That's awesome. Awesome. I like it. That's cool. So Scott said it's a great movie and I love seeing landmarks that are recognized in the background. Yes. And Karen, thank you. So it's not me imagining things. It looks gray to me. I am with you, Kiki, with The Crown. I try, but it doesn't last long. Thank you for me not being the only one. Because Karen, you the same way though? Like you want to like it and you want to finish it, but you can't do it. And it was Johnny Depp that played Whitey Bulger. Thank you, Bill. Great movie. What the heck was the name of that? What was the name of that one? That was really good. Don't tell me it was Whitey Bulger. But that was a good movie as well. I haven't watched that in a while, so I'm due to watch that. Me and my mafia movies. But the one Irishman, and a lot of people didn't like that. I liked it. I've seen it 3 times now. So Black Mass. Stop. So good. So good. You have to watch it. I'm telling you, if you're into mafia movies, girl, it's true. We were singing Milli Vanilli on Sunday. And that's another thing. So what, they lip synced? Really? Those guys were good. Like they had the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Girl, it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Come on now. My hair kind of looks like them. Girl, it's like if I cornrow it, I would totally have the hair, I think. All right, which one, Karen? Oh, is it The Crown? We still on The Crown. I'm telling you. Any Boston movies are great. Starring Mark Wahlberg. Telling you. So good. And there was another one. Oh, I'll have to look that up. I don't know if he was in Detroit. This wasn't too long ago. And he was in a van. He was like really gruff. And he would go into the neighborhood and beat people up. Well, I don't know. I can't remember the name. That was a good movie too. That was a good Mark Wahlberg movie. Donnie Brasco. I have not seen that. Johnny Depp is quiet now, right? He's a little quiet. I think he said something not too long ago. The Departed. Thank you, Scott. You see what I'm saying? Scott and Bill, we got it down. Mark, you got to be jumping in here. Yellowstone. I have not seen Yellowstone. I haven't. Everybody talks about it. As a matter of fact, one of the events we did for Project Hand Up, gosh, oh my gosh, it feels like it was years ago, but I think it was in May, June, whatever. And there was a woman, one of the vendors, she made all these candles after Yellowstone, which is just so funny. As far as being a musician, Ario Gina said, I'm sorry, but as far as being a musician, Johnny Depp, no. Well, I don't know. A lot of people love him. And he can sell out a show in like a minute. And DG says, I have tons of movies I love and watch regularly. I just think that now that we're getting into, was it humid where you guys were today? Oh my gosh. So humid. So unbelievable, like weirdly humid today. Clearly, I have my sleeveless. Yesterday I had the heater on me and I was all bundled up. Today I'm like, it's so humid here in Rhode Island. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, here we go. Train of thought. Here it comes. Now that we're it's getting darker earlier, the weekends, and I just want to watch a movie on a Saturday night. But there's not a lot going on, you know? Even I used to love watching the Lifetime ones. Like they did the Whitney one, they did Britney Spears, and now they're doing like real crime stuff, which I guess if you like that type of thing, yeah. I mean, there's that. But sometimes I don't know, you got to be in the mood for whatever you're in the mood for, whether it be comedy or adventure. And sometimes I just have it, and then I just go to YouTube. When there's nothing that can get my attention, I just turn on YouTube and I watch yard sale videos. I am not kidding you. Why do I love watching other people go to yard sales and buy stuff? It totally fascinates me. Like, oh my gosh, he got that for $5. That's sick. And then he'll like say, "Oh, what I can sell this for $125." And you know what though, guys? Sometimes you got to really watch these videos because, all right, here's one tip, and then I won't go off on the whole reselling thing because we talk about other stuff here. But I notice when I watch these yard sale videos now, the people will say, "Oh, yep, okay, I bought this tube of used lipstick." They wouldn't do that for $1. And then they'll show their listing on eBay and it'll say, "Oh, I sold this for $75." But then it says promoted listing. So they paid to have that like bumped up and advertised. I don't do that. I don't make enough money. So I'm like, these people are paying to have their listings promoted. That's crazy to me. It's just insane. eBay charges enough. Trust me. Heck no. Honey child. Heck no. Wait a minute. I have to make sure this isn't an emergency text. Okay. Al said, read Maureen's comment. So Maureen said, "Hey, Kiki and everyone, been listening while driving home from work." Thank you, Maureen. Was the other movie with Mark Wahlberg called The Other Guys? I don't recall that, but that might be a movie and it may be something I'm interested in. So I will definitely check that out, Maureen. Mark Wahlberg, come on. He's awesome. He is awesome. Peter said, "Kiki, how was Foghat? I missed that one, but we saw your friend Paul." Isn't that fun? Did he tell you? Isn't that funny? And Al saw him in the lobby. It was great. I mean, Foghat, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with a slow ride. Great show. Great show. And we missed you. We thought we were going to see you. All right. So let's move on to some more. Hit the like button, please. Thanks. I appreciate that. You know why? Helps me out. And if you want to, I'm not forcing you to. Just do that. Thanks. Tina Turner, she has a Barbie doll now, and she will also be releasing a super deluxe edition of all of her greatness, which is a lot. I mean, Tina is great. Queen Tina. Tina, who will be 83 years old in November. 83. Can you even believe that? Just saying Tina Turner is going to be 83 years old. Oof. That'll be on the 26th. She grew up in Nutbush, Tennessee, in Nutbush City Limits. Nutbush City Limits. I love her. From 1973, they call it Nutbush City Limits. They call it. Like, she is just smoking singing that song. The passion in that woman's voice. Oh my gosh. And as great as that song is, whenever I hear it, my mind just goes to the scene in the movie of What's Love Got to Do with It. And who played Ike? Help me out. Oh my gosh. I really am drawing a blank tonight, but He kept making her sing it over and over and over again because he was terrible. Angela Bassett had Tina down to a T. Angela Bassett channeled Tina Turner in that movie. That's enough, you know, and I really don't like saying it was a great movie. I don't. However, under the circumstances, it was well done. Tina's story is incredible. Um, how she got out of that situation, but it was a very well done movie. And that is another one. If you haven't seen that in a while, What's Love Got to Do with It? Angela Bassett, amazing. Yeah, I forgot who played Ike, but really well done movie, but terrible circumstances. Now, Tina was divorced from Ike in 1978, but she went through a lot of financial turmoil by walking away from what her and Ike had booked and built. But if she wanted to save her life, she had to walk away. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it's not even just how clear the movie made it. She's talked about it. She's written about it. She had to leave. And she's lucky she was able to. Tina worked as a solo artist to pay off all of her debts. She did shows in Vegas, made tons of TV appearances on TV shows like Sonny and Cher, Donnie and Marie. But it was in 1981 when Rod Stewart saw Tina perform in New York. He's like, "Won't you come on Saturday Night Live with me?" That is so not Rod Stewart. "Why don't you come on and perform on Saturday Night Live with me?" With my mate. I can't. Yeah, so he did. He asked her. And if you have not seen a clip of that performance, I highly suggest that you go and watch it. Oh my gosh. I literally was watching it on repeat the other night. Rod Stewart and Tina Turner singing Hot Legs. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tina, Queen freaking Tina. And just Rod and Tina. Hi. Like you cannot ask for more. For real. Oh gosh, so good. So good. Go and watch that clip, seriously, from Saturday Night Live. Just put in Rod Stewart, Tina Turner, Saturday Night Live, and you're going to go, dang. She had legs for days, that lady. Literally. So at Tina's show, she was singing 3 of Rod's songs. And the very next day, when they appeared on Saturday Night Live together, it was off to the races for her. Really. And after that appearance, it is said that Rod was enthralled by Tina's moves. And if you can decide to watch the clip, you'll see exactly what he meant. I mean, he was all over her. All over her. He was like, "Girl, we got this." That next month, in November of 1981, Tina went on a 3-day tour to open for the Rolling Stones on their Tattoo You tour. I mean, she exploded. Tina worked with Mick many times over the years, and one of those times includes being on stage with him at Live Aid in 1985. Whew, another one I was watching over and over again the other night. They sang State of Shock and It's Only Rock and Roll. And it was during that song that Mick, you got to go watch that too. He decided to take off his shirt and he had a really quick conversation with Tina before they went on the stage that he was going to take off her skirt. She's like, "What? What? What?" And from what I read, she was really unsure about it. She didn't know. She's like, "I don't know if I feel comfortable with this. I don't know. Does he know what he's doing?" But the fact that she was really nervous was understandable. But she did have a bodysuit on or whatever she had on underneath. And she looked absolutely amazing. So she had nothing to worry about, but it was such a last minute decision in front of what? Hundreds of thousands of people on TV and live. It's like, "Oh, sure, just take my skirt off." And I don't even know what's going on. But she went on to have an amazing solo career and has one of the most incredible comeback stories in music. She really, really, really does. All of the stuff that woman went through, clearly, she is an icon. Clearly, she just deserves all of the health and happiness that she can have for the rest of her life. On November 25th, Tina's 1986 album Break Every Rule will be on a 3 CD, 2 DVD package. There will also be an album and a long play 2 CD set. You'll get all kinds of extras in the 3 CD set, including Tina's Guinness World Record show in front of 180,000 people in Rio de Janeiro. Now that is a sold out show for sure. Can you imagine seeing Tina in Rio de Janeiro? And November 25th, you can get your own copy from Queen Tina. I mean, nothing better than Tina Turner. She's simply the best. Getting my Rhode Island thing going. She is a hero. She's a hero. She's just great. I mean, really, there's not enough great things I can say about her. She's amazing. And Scott said Tina was so hot as Auntie Entity in Beyond the Thunderdome. Really, I think she just it's kind of incredible when you do if you do go and watch What's Love Got to Do with It, how long she really put up with all the nonsense and abuse from Mike. I mean, they had this huge career, so we can never really put ourselves in someone else's position, but to deal with it for as many years as she did, oh God. And Roberta said, I love Tina. I was in 2 stores recently and they played the best. Who, might I add, Steve or Jerry, sings that song. All right, listen, I love Steve. I love everything he does. Of course, I love when he sings Journey songs and his own personal songs, but when he does simply the best, it's the best. And Maureen, please tell us how the show was, because you and Lori went to go see Steve or Jerry the other night. And Candy said, yes, her and Bryan Adams. Oh my gosh. There's so many love. That is one of the hottest duets, I think, in music. Don't you think so? Just those two going back and forth with each other, and the video and the song, honey, tasty. It is just pure perfection. Seriously. I know her body, like, it's not right. Not right. But you know what? She worked for it. She deserves it. She's the best. I'm having and Kiki, both raspy voices. I love it. Yes. Good point with Tina and Bryan. Maureen said, in 5 to 10 minutes, she'll tell us about the show. Can't wait to hear about it. I cannot wait. She's so funny. All right. Some more news, kids. Some more news. And now it's time for your classic rock raw. Did you just hear the burp? It just happened right there. I did it. Sorry. Elton John has had lots of time with Tina over the years. See, we're still on Tina Turner because, there's a lot to talk about. As a matter of fact, in his 2019 memoir, Me, Sir Elton John, he dished out some gossip about him and the queen of pop and rock. So I guess that he and Tina appeared on the Oprah show in 1997, and apparently she ridiculed him a lot on the show. I know. So Tina's up here, and now this is kind of a story like, what are you saying, girl? I know. Just stuff you find out about. And again, these are my own opinions. This is just stuff I'm reading off of the internet. I didn't go to the library. I'm just doing some research, just my opinions. Just saying. It's all alleged. Elton did open up about how Tina called him fat. That's in his book, though. Like this, that's real stuff. She told him that he wore too much Versace and that he should wear Armani. And she even said that she didn't like the color of his piano. I can't really change that. I mean, you can if you go and buy a new piano. But it's Elton John. He can kind of have whatever color piano he wants. Just throwing it out there. Who knew that this feud was even a thing? See, again, something new I learned this week. I did not know they had a feud. Did not know they were bickering with each other. But now we know, and it's ingrained in my head forever. Like I'll never forget about this now. Did you guys know that they were bickering? I had no idea. And I guess she wasn't very nice at all to him. There had to be something. Sometimes in life, you come across a person that just irks you. It hasn't happened to me in a really long time. But I do recall maybe a couple of times in my life, there have been those people that just, it's like sticking a toothpick in your ear and you keep going with it. And then you put another toothpick like in your skin and you just like you stick it in there. And then maybe you put a toothpick up your nose. It's like that irritating ouchie. And you just can't stand them. Again, maybe twice in my life that's happened. Maybe they just annoyed each other. Maybe it was just one of those scenarios. I don't know. But Elton and Tina were even supposed to go on tour together that year, but because they could not get through rehearsals without bickering, it was kiboshed, allegedly. They eventually made up over dinner at Elton's home, but did get some justification at one of those rehearsals when she kept questioning his ability to play Proud Mary, and he told her to stick the song up her you-know-where. And then he left. Can you imagine, like, Tina Turner and Elton John fighting? Like, I can't even think about it. But it did. He talked about it in his book, so it did happen. There's lots more that Elton wrote about Tina and lots of other celebs he worked with over the years, and I put a link to the audiobook in the description box. Actually, I have to put it back. If you are interested, and if you do purchase it, I may earn 1 penny. I got to tell you that too. So if you use any of the links that I have in my descriptions, I have the ability of earning 1 to 3 cents. And that's not a lie. I'm not even kidding. Since we were chatting about Sir Elton, it was just released that his farewell tour is the 3rd highest grossing tour ever in history. Can you believe that? Can you even believe it? In history. I mean, Elton's done a ton of these farewell shows. Are we in year 3 now? So collectively, it makes sense. Now, the tour has currently made $661 million. That's a lot of tickets. Sold 4.5 million tickets, and 830,000 of those tickets were sold from the United States. The second highest grossing tour on record is U2's 360 tour in 2009 through 2011. So that was a 2-year tour. And that took in 736 million. And at number 1, which is kind of surprising to me, is Ed Sheeran. His Divide tour brought in $776 million with 1 less show than Sir Elton. So Ed Sheeran, number 1. Elton did 257 shows and Ed did 258, yet Ed made over $100 million more, clearly because his tickets were more expensive. So Ed has 1 show more, 100 million more. It's a lot. That's a lot. Like, that's wow. That's a lot. Interesting stats, though. Elton will wrap up his U.S. dates on November 20th at Dodger Stadium in L.A. and will continue the track in 2023 overseas. Tickets for his Denver show, which just went on sale a couple of days ago. This is insane. They went on sale at 10 a.m. I think they were sold out by 11 or 12. Like, it was quick. The whole thing sold out. Insane. Elton just rescheduled 2 shows that were scheduled at Liverpool's M&S Bank Arena on April 22nd and 23rd as to not interfere with the 2023 Eurovision Song Contest. Now, those shows will be moved 1 month ahead of time, and they will be in March on the 23rd and the 24th. The event team for the Eurovision contest is very thankful that Elton's team willingly moved their dates, and that contest will be number 67 in 37 countries. And that contest will have 37 countries participating, and it will be the 64th edition of that contest because I'm a dummy. And clearly, I had trouble writing that night. It was probably like at midnight when I wrote that. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, Candy said she'll put on a concert and sing for free. Well, thank you, Candy. You do it, girl. Lucy is here. Hola, Lucia. Mi amor. I'm learning. DG said, I don't want to talk no more about Tina. And Lucia said, no. I know. Where's Al? Lucia, I can't. I know. See, Al, even Lucia misses you. Elton John farewell tour. I mean, to me, that is unbelievable. Third highest grossing concert ever is Elton John. And then U2 is second. So, classic rock is right up there at 2 and 3, which is fine. Ed Sheeran, okay, you can have it. But I mean, I really thought Rolling Stones, Van Halen, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised it's Ed Sheeran, really. And Ario Gina said, sadly, the scalpers are making a killing off Elton John tickets. Should be illegal. Would you? All right, here's a good question for you guys. Would you even feel comfortable buying from a scalper? I would not. I mean, you can just buy tickets online. I personally wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? That was something in the 80s, right? But to do it today, you don't need to. You can just, are there scalpers? See, this is how often I don't go out. Do we really have them? I mean, I would think it's the crime are the ticket fees and the resellers. That's where the crime stands in terms of ticket sales. Seriously. The resale market is out of control, Scott. And it's crazy because, I mean, you literally have to sit by your computer. If there's a show you want to go to, and there's still no chance, even if you sit by that computer, there is no chance you're going to get front row or even second or third. Because, I don't know, I feel like it's just like other things in our lives. Like everything's rigged. Right? I like StubHub. StubHub has been good. Vivid Seats is good. Ticketmaster, you got to be there on the draw. You got to be there on the draw for sure. Yeah, scalping is done online. Remember though, there were people standing outside. Hey, want to buy 2 tickets to Billy Joel? Like they existed. That was the thing. Guys are so cute. All right, what important thing? Al is. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, so I have to go get something. I don't know why Al just doesn't come on the air and tell me this. Hold on, please. Hold, please. Don't open it. I don't know why he just doesn't come on. All right, here. Oh. I don't know. I don't know why we're playing charades tonight, Al. I don't understand why you just can't come on the air and just tell me what. So clearly it's food because ready? Look at it. It's grease in the bag. What is this? Can I open it now, Al? Because this is so creepy. Why don't you just come on the air? All right, I'm going to open it. Can I open it? Wait a minute. It says, right, oh, hold on. Hold on. I don't know. He's not telling me anything. All right, so I'm just going to open it. I already had dinner. So I don't know. And it's a big bag. Oh, I know. Thank you. Now see, Al, Roberta's like, what did you do with Al? I didn't do anything with Al. Al's doing his own thing. He's like, I don't know. Okay. Oh, so this is from Al to me. Roberta's mad though, Al. She wants to know what I did with you. I didn't do anything with you. Okay, so this is my cue to talk about Friday night. So my best buddy in the entire world, Michelle, is going to be with me. And we're going to read you guys spooky stories. Basically, that's what it comes down to. So hopefully you're down for that. We'll make it a good time. I promise you. Just have your drink of choice ready. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be fun. She's my best friend in the whole wide world. And she's like, I said, you wanna? She goes, okay. She likes it. She likes doing this stuff. So it'll be really fun. Friday night, 7:00 Eastern. It'll be a good time just to celebrate Halloween. I'm not dressing up. She'll probably look amazing. I'm going to wear the hat she made me a few years ago. Roberta said, do I need to come and find Al? Well, I think you should, Roberta. All right. He's not telling me anything else. That's fine. He doesn't want to talk. Should I have a bite? Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna have a little bite. Oh, it's like it's confetti cupcake. Look at it. It's cute. All right, just have a little teeny piece. Oh my gosh. It's a cupcake. It tastes like my mom made it. Sandra. Everybody say hi, Sandra. Okay. I know, Scott. Al did ghost you. Get mad at him, not me. All right. I don't know. Oh, good. I can't eat anymore. That is good, though. So, yeah, Friday night, 7:00. It'll be fun. So, I hope you can join us. It'll be the Halloween edition of Classic Rock Raw. Yeah. And maybe we'll chat with some of you guys. All right. I need a drink now. Hold on before I do the next story. Lucia, if I could send you a cupcake, I would. I swear to you, I would. But I think it would be nasty by the time it got to you. I'm just saying. Okay. Remember the sex book Madonna put out in 1992? Get it? Put out? That's my childish humor coming out to play. Anyway. There was a whole big hullabaloo about her book, if you recall. I remember it. It was wrapped in balloon paper, like Mylar paper. You guys remember this? I know you do. And there's all kinds of people doing all kinds of things with each other inside of the book. Lots of interesting positions and poses, kissing, all kinds of weird things. Like lots of weird stuff. I never saw the book. It's one of the most sought after books that are no longer out, allegedly. So people still want this book. And I think it was $150 when you bought it brand new. Who knows? I haven't had time to look, but who knows what it's going for on the resale market. I really don't know. So Madonna, she likes all that stuff. Like she's all into that. And if you go watch her on TikTok, she's very non-traditional. Always has been. I love her though. I do love Madonna. I've always loved her. Al really if he could have said, listen, I'm going to marry Madonna, he probably would do it. And I would have to let him go. Just like if I said, I'm going to marry Bret Michaels, I would have to go. I'm just kidding. He's having a heart attack right now. I'm just kidding. But back in the day, like before we were married, he would have married Veronica Ciccone, Marie, whatever the hell her name was. I love her though. So during this time, she had just released her CD Erotica. My favorite song from that CD is Deeper and Deeper. I just wrote my little blurb about it. I love that song. I can't help falling in love. I fall deeper and deeper and deeper. Further I go. Great song. This was her fifth album and went hand in hand with the release of her sex book. I mean, there's so many double entendres here tonight. So many. But you have to do it. Even though this is considered one of her less successful albums, it peaked at number 2, and I consider that a win. I don't consider number 2 not successful. I'm just saying. Number 2 is good. I would take number 2. Sex, the book, even though it was wicked controversial, it sold over 150,000 copies on day 1. Like, sold out. It's crazy. Naomi Campbell, Vanilla Ice, right? I didn't know that. And Isabella Rossellini are some of Madonna's famous friends who appeared in the book. Even though she got a ton of flack, she's like, sorry, not sorry. Madonna's not sorry. Probably to her children, she'll say, I'm sorry. To everybody else for everything else she does, she's not saying she's sorry. Because she is who she is. Love her or don't, right? From the Vatican saying, do not buy this book, to Time Warner's contract to publish the book becoming null and void because smart Madonna created her own entertainment company called Maverick because she knows what's up. Like, she is that girl. Who's that girl? Remember that? Very smart businesswoman. Now, the book sold so many copies, it didn't even have to be promoted because of all of the controversy around it. Like, she didn't have to go on talk shows. She didn't have to do a thing. I remember nothing about that book being promoted, just about how everybody was saying, oh, it's so bad. And clearly I didn't see it. I never saw the book. But from what I read, it's pretty nasty. But people like that type of thing. Now, it's been 30 years since the book's release, so Madonna has been reminiscing, as she should, because it is her book, because she's Madonna. Last week, Madonna put out a post talking about what was put in the book, and basically, in a roundabout way, she said that she paved a path for all of the up-and-comers who do what she does now, only worse. I mean, let's face it. It's pretty raunchy. Like, a lot of things are just like, wow, you're doing that. You're doing that on camera. Like, so she's basically saying, thank you. You're welcome. I did that. Madonna also said, after saying how she was criticized by many, that, quote, Cardi B can sing about her WAP. Kim Kardashian can grace the cover of any magazine with her A blank blank. And Miley Cyrus can come in like a wrecking ball. You're welcome, B is bleep. And she closed off her quote with a clown emoji. And Cardi B came back and said, quote, I literally paid this woman homage so many times because I grew up listening to her so she can make her point without putting clown emojis and getting slick on the mouth. So Cardi B was really mad about what Madonna said. And she also went on to say, these icons really become disappointments once you make it in the industry. That's why I keep to myself. End quote. But then Cardi B came out and said that her and Madonna talked and it was beautiful. That's why you have to be careful about what you write, because we all have the tendency to like go really quick when we write. Today, as a pure example, I literally had to backspace a few times and just take a step back and say, I should not send it like that. I gotta reword that. That happened to me more than twice today. And even one thing I read to Allie's like, don't write that. just take that part out or reword it or just take it out. Delete that. I mean, it happens. And that's why I like talking to people. I'm telling you, I could sit here for days and just keep talking because I like talking. I just like it. Texting, I feel like sometimes I say the wrong thing, and I don't mean to. I really don't. I don't mean things to come across, but if I'm in a hurry or that's why talking is so much better because you can be nice. Because we aren't, all of us are nice. So, and also when I read Madonna's statement and I saw the clown emoji, like, I didn't think anything about the clown emoji. Like, I didn't take that the wrong way because I read what she said. I guess I'm just stupid in that way. Don't call myself stupid. I understand, but I just didn't take it the way Cardi B took it, I guess. And sometimes I don't. You guys are probably the same way. You know what I'm talking about. You can read something one way, and then whoever sent it to you can say, "Well, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it that way. Like I didn't mean to write it like that. Next time, call me." Basically, that's what it comes down to. Just call me on the phone. And I really don't have time to read into all that stuff. Just the news. I like digging into that. And I did. I read the thing a couple of times. I'm like, I don't feel the meanness that I think some other people are feeling from that. Madonna did put out a post saying, "I love you, Cardi B, always have and always will." Then she danced to a Cardi B song on TikTok. So all is good in Madonna and Cardi B land. Whew. So grateful for that. I know. I know. It's crazy. Why, Al, why do you get me these things? I can't. All right, I'm just going to have one more thing and then this is wrong. And I'm trying to think of like a menu for Friday night. Michelle won't eat anything. She looks really good. And she'll be like, "I'm not going to eat that." She eats, but not like me. I eat a lot. Then I wonder why my butt's big. Because I eat this nonsense. Ow. Friday night, I like to cheat though. Friday night, to me, that's cheat night. I'm pretty good all week. Except for when I eat a cupcake on a Wednesday night. And Patty Taylor says, "It's easy to misunderstand tone in texts and emails." I agree wholeheartedly. You are so right. All the time I say it. And DG said, as I said earlier, up to early 90s, loved her tunes. Madonna, when she said to Dick Clark, "I'm going to rule the world," she meant it and she did it. And that's what, like, she literally, she built her own self up. And that's a great story too. I mean, I have to say, right? It seems as if she kind of got off the rails for a little bit. And even now, like, she wears a grill, but she jumped on a live with some TikToker. It was freaking hysterical. I don't know if it was planned. I don't even know, but she seems so cool and so chill. And really, no matter what she's into on the side, I don't know, but she does genuinely seem like a super nice person. I love Madonna. In terms of her music, yes, I agree with you. Up until like what is it, early mid 90s or whatever. Fantastic. And then it just, like everything else though. Like everything else. We like the music we grew up with, and then stuff after that, you'll listen to it and then it kind of just goes away. Right? You know what I'm saying. You're not going to listen to the newer stuff over and over again. You're going to listen to the stuff over and over again. It's just how we work. There's no getting away from it. Hey, Tracy, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. And Candy said, "I'm glad you brought that up. You should have at least one night a week to cheat." Well, that would be Fridays and Saturdays for me. It shouldn't be. I mean, I really do have to be wicked careful for the next month or so. I just do. I got to be careful because I got to fit into that dress. Hey, Graham. That's because the music I grew up with is the best. 3 snaps in a circle. And DG said, "Yeah, then it fizzled for me. I was disappointed. She's always been beautiful, but it has come within ourselves. She's not herself these days." So I do feel like, yes, there was a period of time. Um, she just, I don't know, but I kind of think like she's back now. I do. I think that because I know it's like half of this stuff is not reality. I do understand that and I do get it. But when she just talks on TikTok. I don't know, you just get a genuine sense of she's cool. She's just a cool chick. And Candy said classic rock rules, R&B, heavy metal, yo yo. And of course, Kathy Waddle is going to a show this Saturday night. Speaking of music, I see Petra on Saturday and the Newsboys on Sunday. That's awesome. So, guys and girls, clearly, we all know that Steve Perry put out another picture today. And you know, people go bananas when Steve Perry puts out a picture or anything of himself having to do with Steve Perry. Anything. I mean, literally, he could just trim his fingernails and rest them on his desk, take a picture, and people are like, oh my God, you're so handsome. But that's my fingernail clipping. I don't care. Look how beautiful they are. I'm telling you. This is it's a thing. It's like an underground cult. Don't you think so? So Steve Perry showed off a picture of himself today at his city by the bay. Yo, yo, yo. And a few days ago on Twitter, not Instagram, he asked fans to retweet the tweet to vote for the Separate Ways remix for the American Music Awards. And we all know that song appeared for a brief moment in the Netflix series of Stranger Things. Now, Graham57 said, hi, Graham. She said on one of my YouTube comments that he's getting to be quite the social media maven. Hold the phone. I mean, it is that time of year. Guys, we know that Steve Perry wakes up right now. And he'll be on for a couple of months and then he goes away again till about April. This has just been a total pattern. Just check it. It's kind of like statistics. So we have our own Steve Perry statistics now. He gets active around now because, he's also got allegedly some Christmas music coming out. So he's got to be active because he has to promote it. And he has to let people know it's happening. So of course he's going to now he's doing the whole pictures of himself. Like, what's next? I have no idea. I can't wait to see what's next. And a big thanks to Rose, by the way, who sent me some info on the Any Way You Want It Journey song appearing in the Chippendales trailer. Guys, because I still have not heard anything about this. This is so under the radar still, which is weird to me. Really, really weird. Bryce Miller, he's the one who did the Stranger Things remix. And, well, for the Separate Ways song in Stranger Things. And he also did the Any Way You Want It remix for the Chippendales movie that's coming out on Hulu. Not Netflix, Hulu. Which looks really good, by the way. I totally want to see that. I don't have Hulu, but I want to see it. So Bryce did put out a tweet. Very little action on it, though. And his tweet reads, Any Way You Want It, another Bryce Miller and Journey Steve Perry collaborative trailer remix. So proud to continue working together and to land another trailer. So Bryce Miller, composer, go and follow him on Twitter and Instagram, please. Tell him Kiki sent you. He'll be like, who the hell is that? And you'll say, well, she's my friend. And he'll say, who the hell is that? You just say it's Kiki. So I'm just still curious, and maybe it's just me. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Why hasn't either the Journey camp or the Steve Perry camp said anything about this being included in the trailer of the Chippendales movie? I'm like, so clearly he had permission to do it if he did it, and he's putting it out there. Again, not a lot of action. Not a lot of action and no traction. I don't understand it. Oh my gosh. I really don't understand. Bryce Miller, composer, go find him. And it's still confusing to me that Steve Perry, who would really almost didn't allow Don't Stop Believing to be used in the Sopranos finale because he didn't know if there was going to be like raunchy or murder, whatever he said in the end scene. Like he was frightened. He didn't want to have his song portrayed in any off way. But yet this, like go watch this trailer and you go, really? I don't know. Like something's off about it for me. Maybe it's me. Just, I guess because I'm comparing the two. But why hasn't Journey said anything? Oh, our song's in this trailer. Steve Perry, why hasn't? Oh, I worked with Bryce Miller again. It's in the Chippendales trip. Like nothing. Zero. Nada. Niente. Poopy. Nothing. It's weird. Right, Candy. And Patty Taylor said Steve did hint there would be other Bryce Miller remixes. However, he has not acknowledged this publicly that I've seen. Maybe I've missed it. Allegedly. Just my opinion. It totally is about the true crime aspect, Graham, which I had no idea. Again, something else. I did not know the Chippendales were so like, wow. Holy moly. I don't know. So maybe it's just me and I'm just kind of making stuff up in my head. I just, again, trying to compare the two Sopranos and this one and how they're not really saying anything about it. I don't know. I just find it odd. Patty Taylor, yes, it's weird he hasn't mentioned it. That's what I'm saying. But even if, right, Candy, they're taking the songs, Steve was super proud of the Stranger Things one. Really proud of it. He's telling everybody to vote for it in the AMAs, American Music Awards. So are we going to vote for this Chippendales one too? I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's so good. It's eerie enough that you go, that makes sense here. Bryce did a great job with this. Interjecting it into this type of film series, mini series. I don't know. I'm so confused. But the 50th anniversary tour too, like, okay, so Greg Raleigh, hi, of course, waiting for that announcement. We really need to have Robert Fleischman and Steve O'Jerry present at some point. And Ross and Steve Smith. But that's probably not going to happen. And Steve Perry, no. So, I mean, I was hoping there would be some announcement of surprise guests, but we're still months away. So we'll see. Something's got to happen there. I think Greg Raleigh for sure. Like, I think it's 99.9% that's happening because he's done so much stuff with Ringo. So why not just, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go travel with Journey for a little bit. And Ringo's like, oh, show him, man. Go. Peace and love. Like, yes, I could, Ringo would be totally cool with it. So I don't know. I just don't. Yep. And Scott said, I'm waiting for the shows after April to be announced. Yeah. Wise decision. Very, very wise decision. I think you're right. Because something's got to happen. It's the 50th anniversary. It can't just be the same thing. It cannot. There's gotta be a rabbit in the hat. It has to be. I don't care. So, guys, thank you so much for being here on this Tuesday night. Remember to visit www.kiki.fm. Why am I free? It's been a long day. www.kiki.fm. That will tell you everything you need to know about us, the radio station. You can listen to us live on there. You can find out how you can be a Kiki Nation member, and you can find out how to keep us going, moving and grooving, because we want to keep moving and grooving with you. We love you. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Helps us out, helps give us traction on the tube, which I love very, very much. And I love being a part of this platform. And also on www.kiki.fm, the Rock Shop is there if you want to order a mug, t-shirt, hoodie, like Patty Taylor has, and a whole bunch of Mark. Mark has gotten some cool stuff, and Kurt, he wears leggings, which is amazing. And I cannot get that picture out of my head ever. So yeah, all that stuff is there for you to check out. And Friday night should be fun. It really should be a good time, and you'll get to see Michelle, and we're just going to hang out and have some Halloween fun. So guys, we love you so much. Really. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for being here. As always, it's Wednesday. Thank you for being here. Middle of the week. I'm going to see you guys in a couple of days. Remember to be kind to everybody. Really, really, really be kind to everybody, because there's always a day when you know someone is out there and they just need a little pick me up. So I trust you guys will do that. Make sure you stay strong through these crazy times. They're getting a little crazier, but we're good. We got this. And always remember, most importantly, what is important, guys, to turn the music up to annoy the person next to you, make you happy, and always remember to keep rocking. I love you guys so much. Happy Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week. I'll see you here Friday night at 7 o'clock for our Halloween show with my best buddy in the entire world, Michelle. Bye, guys. Mwah. Have a good night, and I love you. Bye.